guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. And today I'm just going on my morning walk and getting that exercise in, which I think a lot of YouTubers and influencers don't do. Just putting that out there. Health is very important, and I should say fitness is very important. But anyway, I just thought I'd get on here and do a quick little video because the market is all over the place at the moment. Crypto, stocks, everything. There is a lot of selling pressure that's taking place. I mean, between Grayscale, the US government now just making applications to sell all of these seized Bitcoin, potential for Mt. Gox to release tens of thousands of Bitcoin on the market, obviously repaying their debts. Absolutely insane, but continue to be bullish. I am still bullish on everything. I'm remaining optimistic. I'm remaining positive. Crypto is not going anywhere. It is here to stay. And utility, in my opinion, is absolute king. People need to understand that it is absolute king. Change my mind, right? All of the banks and institutions are using payment rails of the future. Solana, Visa, XRP, all of the freaking banks around the world. Hundreds of institutions are using Ripple's ledger and technology. It's amazing. I try to find somewhere quiet and it's just not possible. But anyway, I'm just going to keep going. So I continue to dollar cost average into my assets, buying a small amount every single week. This is what we do. This is what the professionals do. Continue to dollar cost average. Look at Michael Saylor. Literally dollar cost averaging, and he's sitting on approximately $2 billion in gains because he was dollar cost averaging, you know, from 20K, 25K, 30K, and of course even at 40K, which is crazy. So very, very annoying times that we're in at the moment. But the other thing I wanted to point out, and I was thinking about this last night and I wanted to share it with my community, is what are you proposing to do with the gains that you make in your crypto? Other than paying taxes, because you need to do that. And if you don't, you're going to get into deep shit. So be careful with that, all right? But what are you going to do once you sell your assets at an absolute profit? You've made a lot of money. How are you going to keep that money? What is your plan? What is your game plan? How do you propose to generate cash flow to live off those gains? See, a lot of people don't understand that. And I was thinking, what are you going to do? You're going to go buy houses, watches, jewelry, cars, Lambos, like some other influencers that we know? And there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, you have to be mindful that these things, apart from real estate, I mean, real estate's a whole nother ball game, but will depreciate over time. Some assets anyway, unless you're buying the right ones. But once you've spent that money, you've got no cash flow. So how do you generate more cash flow? Well, I'll explain what I'm proposing to do, and that is to start a dividend stock portfolio that generates monthly income. Now, I've explained this so many times on my channel. I do it all the time in my Patreon, by the way. And if you haven't joined the Wall Street Bull University, go join up to it. It is linked below. I think people need to be educating themselves now on how to generate more cash flow and how to manage your money. Because a lot of people don't do that. They actually don't. More to the point, I honestly believe a lot of people can't be bothered with it. And that's the truth. A lot of people can't be bothered. Also, if you're spending a lot of your time out every single weekend, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know, having a good time, hanging out with a group of people that, you know, do that stuff every single week, be careful. Be very careful. And I've started, obviously now I'm 35 years old, but be careful with who you're hanging out with. You will become that environment. You don't want that as well. And especially if you've got crypto gains, you need to be very careful about that, because the party only lasts for so long. And then when the cash runs out, you're going to be in trouble. So educate yourself on how to manage money, how to set up, you know, family trusts, how taxes work, research investments. You know, just educate yourself. Continue to learn and build your knowledge about finances. It is so freaking important. It is so freaking important. Anyway, that's my little rant. Also, I just want to point out as well that if you're even considering starting a real estate portfolio, highly advise that you think again about that. Property's not what it used to be, unfortunately. The golden days of buying real estate, you know, 20, 30, 40,000 back in the 70s, you know, even in the early 90s has changed dramatically. It's not the same, ladies and gentlemen. You need to be mindful of that. The taxes that governments are putting on real estate investors is insane. It is absolutely insane. I actually look at people with real estate investments of, you know, 10, 20, even 2 properties. All I hear them complaining about, and this is no BS, is the land tax, council rates, rising interest rates. Also, I just want to point out, if you've paid off your house in full, you're still going to get a land tax bill every year. Now, I'm just putting this out, but because I'm in the real estate business, listen to this one. In Melbourne in particular, there's a place called Portsea and Sorrento, right? I heard on the grapevine that there was a multi-millionaire that bought a property down there on the peninsula. So look it up, guys. Portsea and Sorrento. It's a beautiful part of Victoria in Australia. Spent $20+ million on this property, right? Right on the water, spectacular. Then gets a land tax bill because that property is not what they call their principal place of residence. So every year you've got to pay, right? Guess how much that land tax bill was? $600,000 plus. By the way, these figures are just an estimate, but on the actual value of the property, it's probably worth a hell of a lot more. But it was around $500,000 to $600,000 in land tax. Can you believe it? So for those of you who have dreams of buying multi-million-dollar investment properties, think again. Your principal place of residence where you actually live is a different story altogether. But think about it. Whereas with a dividend stock portfolio that pays you cash flow every single month, totally different ball game. Yes, you got to pay taxes, I understand that. But you don't have to pay land tax bills. You don't have any maintenance costs. You don't have any interest rate costs to pay to the bank. Society's gone mad. Anyway, join the Wall Street Bull University. I do share all this stuff in there all the time. Anyway, I'm out of here. Hope you have a good day. I'm going to try and relax this afternoon, bulls. There's not a lot happening in the crypto market, and I'll continue to update everybody in the community tab on my socials and in the Patreon, of course. So go and enjoy your day, get some exercise, and I'll speak to everyone tomorrow, all right? Peace out. Have a good night, good afternoon, and a good morning. And if it's morning like it is here, have a quadruple espresso for me. Peace out, guys. Bye.